Hi, this is Mike from the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast.
And this is Robbie, his automaton sidekick. We're here to wish our friends at the Dicey D20 a happy holiday.
Hi, this is Boris.
Boris, you're late.
It's not my fault. Can I say something?
We're out of time.
Don't listen to that Steamrollers bullshit show. Stay right here on Dicey. This is how you tabletop adventure.
Thanks, asshole.
You're welcome, dick.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dicey D20. My name is Noah, Dungeon Master, and I am joined here by our players. We have Dabbledob Doppet. How's it going, Dabbledob?
Better than everybody.
Good
Feeling
stuff.
great.
Good stuff. And Gregory the Warforged. How are you, my friend?
A little light on the weapons, which hurts for a weapons master, but I'm working on it.
You guys, as listeners, have to know that out of game, this guy follows me around the house, and he'll go like, "So, weapons in Season 3, anything cool coming my way?" You know, there's got to be like a chest somewhere with like some weapons in it, maybe. And I'll just be like, "Nope," just walk away.
Subconsciously, I'm getting to him, swimming in that dome.
You're not.
All right, so that's Gregory swimming in my dome, apparently. Tyson McKay, how's it going, my friend?
Good. Swimming in weapons over here.
The guy who has the dragon spine axe. That's dope. Rogar Ragnak, my mother Teresa with a sword. How's it going, my dude?
Like that. It's going good.
Sweet. And Fievel Mausentrov with a huge pony with wings, a
Huge
Pegasus, if you will. How's it
Dong.
going? She's female.
You know, just pitter patter. Let's get at her. You know.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 2 of season 3, and we are back bringing you guys Dicey D20. Bringing you guys Dicey D20 because of our dope sponsorship with Die Hard Dice. So check them out at dieharddice.com. Get yourself a set that reflects you, and get a cool 15% off when you do it with the discount code Dicey D20. Let's hop right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, last time on the Dicey D20, our heroes got super drunk in a bar, everyone except for Gregory the Warforged. I don't believe Fievel had too much to drink, or Rogar had too much to drink either. Mostly just Dabbledob and Tyson, who ended up brawling and being kicked out by Gregory. Then we had Fievel talking to Willman of the Knights of the New Moon, the librarian. They had a very interesting conversation about a cloak and a stone/egg. So that was pretty interesting. Rogar Ragnak went to go speak to Wolfhelm, the commander of the Knights of the New Moon. And then Dabbledob and Gregory did a little weekend at Bernie's, passed out in the bar, hung out a little bit. Tyson McKay had a very interesting nighttime visit from a Mr. Crane.
From a mistress.
An eloquent gentleman who was sitting in his room and spoke to him while Tyson was on his bed, super drunk and incoherent. So
Tyson gets all the cool shit.
you chose this life. You chose hanging out with Dabbledob as a profession, so I don't feel bad about that.
I thought he'd do cooler stuff than just get drunk.
It's what I do, man. It's what I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find ourselves in the AM, early in the morning. We have all of our heroes who were drunk or otherwise waking up. Some of them more groggy, I should say, than others in this morning time in Norian. There is a nice bite in the air and a very light, kind of like dandruff, snowfall going on outside out your windows.
Nasty.
Moseying on out of their rooms, we got Dabbledob and Gregory. You know, you guys obviously awake. I'm assuming you're leaving your room. I shouldn't tell you what you're doing. What would you guys like to do?
I've been awake
For hours
already.
Yeah.
Stop rubbing it in. I got a little slammed.
I feel like I would have left the room.
Okay.
So whenever he wakes up, I'm not there.
Cool. So you had a couple hours before everyone. We should start with you then, I guess, because you don't sleep as much. You only do 4 hours of resting because you're Warforged. I can only imagine what you're going to do with this time.
Oh, the world is my oyster.
If you ask me about weapons, I'm going to freak. I'm going to lose my shit.
Do it.
I know where Tyson's at right now.
What would you like to do with your few hours? It's about 4:30 in the morning. Everyone else is waking up probably around 7 or 8 hours of rest, you know.
This is my quiet time, you know. It's the only time that Dabbledob doesn't talk,
Okay.
which is nice.
So what are you
Gosh, you're rude,
No,
man.
Let's be honest.
So what are you
He
going to do with this time?
probably talks in his sleep.
Probably.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
I'm the new Tyson. No, I'm the new Tyson.
Is there some type of...
No.
There's got to be like a smith in town.
There is a smith, yes.
Basic weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to hit him up.
Okay, so the town is quite quiet early in the morning. Hardly
Right, he's probably not even...
a mouse is stirring. Heading through the streets, you have been able to pick out the blacksmith shop. I mean, you're highly trained Warforged eyes. You know where to find some forged steel when you need it, right?
Yeah.
The black shop is less so a shop in the sense that it's not like it has a name. It's just a man. and a family who works this smith shop, and there is a wrought iron anvil sign which hangs over top of their storefront, if you will.
Yeah, I've seen many of these.
Mm-hmm. He is inside, and the door is unlocked if you'd like to enter.
Early riser, I like this.
Yeah.
I'll head in and talk to the man.
So you walk in. He's not hammering away yet. He's heating up the forge and getting his materials in his meticulously clean smith shop. Right. He's getting all of his tools in place for the day.
I think I'm in love.
He's not going to hammer at 4:30 in the morning.
That'd just be rude.
It would be rude and inconsiderate. Yeah. He looks at you as you enter and he says, "You're an early riser, friend."
Very much so.
I'm the same way. Just doesn't seem to matter what time I go to bed. I wake up, crack of dawn every day.
Some say I barely sleep.
Do you sleep?
Not quite.
Well, is there anything I can help you with? I'm afraid I don't have any experience repairing your kind.
What do you mean your kind?
I'm a human being. I'm a real boy.
Not repairs I was looking for. More weapons I like to acquire.
Weapons.
Yes.
Yes. I dare say I'm not the best smith when it comes to weapons, though I do have some stock. More so, a building smith, if it please you. Things like hinges and doorknobs, stuff like that for the common folk.
Okay. Well,
I do have some weapons, some swords and some axes.
I'm not really looking for anything basic, so unless it's something special, I'm not too interested.
I'm very sorry, my friend.
Way to shit on his livelihood.
Kind of work.
You have a doorknob.
If you are looking, I would like a doorknob.
I love hinges.
If you are looking for those kind of masterworks, I suggest you head south. Malvista, one of the port cities, has a fair few amount of smiths who do very different kinds of work than I do.
Vista, beautiful, yeah. See, we got some info. This is worth it. Let's go. This guy's great. He said he's got a family, right? Damn it.
He does.
Are you gonna marry him or what?
I don't know. Can we do that kind of thing?
I'm not sure that
Do they accept gays?
I don't.
I'm genderless.
I don't even know.
I'm genderless.
I don't even know that the gay part of this relationship is the questionable part. I think it's the fact that he's a machine. That's
That's
the
true.
problem.
I kind of forgot about that.
I don't think any religion's gonna sanction that marriage. You can't marry property.
I'm not property. I'm a real boy.
In the eyes of the church, you are. I'm just kidding.
The church and have some long chats.
Yeah, for all the sins.
Are you gonna say anything else to this blacksmith, or are you just gonna
A bit of a good morning and head on out.
take care, my friend?
Thanks for the info.
And thank you for what you did for Ryberry. Don't think I haven't noticed.
You haven't.
So you head on out of his shop, and you still got another 3.5 hours to kill, my friend.
Holy shit.
I love this.
You gonna do
Can he make it to the city and back in 3 hours?
Malvista? No, he could
No,
definitely
that's a
cannot.
journey.
That's
What
a
if-
journey.
Yeah.
What if he ran?
If he ran,
If he ran.
definitely not. Still definitely not.
Well, it's a long road. I better get started. Dabble job maybe on the way, buddy.
Alrighty, sounds good.
So,
Do some training.
yeah, I guess that's pretty much all.
Sharpen your weapons.
Yeah, then nobody's up. Yeah, I'll do some maintenance. Yeah, weapon maintenance and
You got a software update coming soon or no?
no USB ports in this town. My man.
He's cloud. He's wireless.
Exactly.
All right. So about 3.5 hours later, as the sun does rise quite early in these winter mornings, our heroes and adventurers find themselves waking up to the smell of food in the guild hall of the Knights of the New Moon. Tyson McKay, we're going to start off with you. You awake with a start and try and recollect your thoughts on the evening before. And just how wasted were you for my records?
Blackout.
Blackout. Okay, so with a blackout drunkenness, underline that twice, it's going to be difficult for you to remember what happened last night.
I roll out of bed, shirt half torn off from the night, I was hot, half took it off, passed out. I adjust that back on, and I stumble out the door and look for water.
Okay, so you head out the door like a man in the desert, just hunting that water, just searching for your next drink. You can head down the stairs, and there is water and other drinks down below.
I stumble down the stairs.
Love it. There are other Knights of the New Moon, disciplined, waking up early, not in their full kits of armor, but nonetheless in training clothes, ready to start the day. As you kind of sit down, you just look like the image of death, while they all just kind of look like early risers who are ready to get a jump on the day.
I start recounting my tale of war.
Okay, they all kind of turn away from you and begin to speak to each other, some of them going so far as to stand up and walk away from you, your tale of war droning on. But you can go from the banquet tables at the end of the guild hall. You can go grab some water, which is in a cask, and you can even grab some breakfast if you so choose.
Oh, fancy livings. Okay, I grab 2 plates and 2 drinks, and I set them down, and I wait for Rogar. You know, you get to see too.
Rogar Ragnak, you weren't too wasted last night, so you wake up feeling not so shabby. What would you like to do, my friend?
I'll wake up and, limber up, stretch my muscles a bit.
Okay.
And then I'll head downstairs because I smell that delicious food.
Okay, so you head downstairs to find Tyson McKay with 1 plate in front of him, and another plate and mug across from him. No one's sitting there.
Say, who's your imaginary friend?
I motion for him to sit down. I say, I ate one of your eggs, I'm sorry, but there's a spot for you here.
Oh, it's fine, Tyson. It's the thought that counts.
Okay. A romance budding into the stages there and the Knights of the New Moon Guild Hall. So you both sit down and begin to enjoy some breakfast. Dabbledob, you were certainly blackout drunk last night. So you awake.
Amen to that.
Mouth is dry, feeling a little sickly. The eyes are puffy. The hair's everywhere. What would you like to do?
I'm going to do some gnome things. So is there any, I know there's a library. Is there, an item shop or something?
An item shop? Not in the sense that you're thinking of. No, this is Ryberry. Much smaller, more mundane village.
They don't have a gift shop with small things that fit in your tiny hand.
That's not fun. Well,
Shots fired.
let's go learn.
Go learn.
Yeah.
So the library that you're speaking of, I imagine, is Willman. It's in the Knights of the New Moon. They have a library, but he's the keeper of this library. So he's like their scribe and their librarian. So they hunt demons and other mythical creatures that encroach on civilization and on people, make their lives hard, right? So they have to sometimes bone up on some knowledge to go after these things, right? Like, oh my gosh, what is a vampire weak against? Oh my gosh, what is a harpy? So Willman has all this knowledge. It's not so much like a walk in and take and look at whatever book you want. He's more so gonna ask you why you're there.
He's the book himself kind of thing. Is that what you're saying?
He's got books, but...
Yeah, you're not gonna touch his books.
Oh.
And you gotta tip him.
And you gotta tip him. Yeah.
I only have $25, but sure, let's go there.
Okay, so before breakfast, before anything, you're gonna just walk down.
I can't eat, dude. I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, so you stumble your way down to.
McDonald's?
You see Tyson McKay and Rogar Ragnak sitting together, but you're gonna bypass them entirely. Give them a little salute. Yeah.
I look
and
at
walk to the library.
I look at the gnome as I go by, and I whisper to Rogar, I thought I killed him last night.
Fuck you, buddy.
Okay, so you're marching over to the library. You haven't been here before, though, so you wouldn't really know where the library is.
Then I'm gonna stroll around until I find it. Do I not know there's gotta be some sort of library or something like that around here?
Yeah, I mean...
I've been here for a month and a half.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So then you know that Willman's library, the library of the Knights of the New Moon, is down the hallway, so you come down the stairs, right? And turn immediately left, do a little U-turn and walk straight down a hallway. On the left, on the second door down on the left, that's the library room.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you walk down to the library room. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Willman's an alcoholic. He's the same as you.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you just going to march in? You going to knock on the door? What are you going to do?
I'll probably knock and then just walk in.
Okay, so you knock, and there is some scuffling, some papers shuffling around. You hear someone say, shit, as though they've dropped something, and then, but then there's silence, he doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna walk in.
So you walk in to find Willman actually up and active at this time of the morning. It's almost probable that he didn't sleep and just continued to steadily drink to keep himself going through the evening. He looks at you and he says, "Oh, you're not who I was expecting."
Thanks.
Same side.
It's a nice good morning. I'm just looking for some knowledge.
Well, then you have come to the right place. Tell me, how was your night last night?
Mighty fine. I enjoyed every second.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Your fight with Tyson McKay, admirable.
Thanks,
Certainly.
man.
Not a lot of people have the wherewithal to shock that guy, but you did it.
I do.
And I respect the hell out of it.
Thanks, man. I respect you now.
He looks at you and he says, so what kind of knowledge is it that you're looking for? As he drinks from an 8-ball glass.
I stare at the glass.
Would you like one?
Yes, please.
So he pours you one and he says, you're much better than the company that they keep around here. No one else wants to drink in the morning. Can you believe it?
I would drink every morning if I could.
So he hands you the glass, and I'm assuming you take a big old sip.
Oh, yeah.
Hair of the dog, baby. Nothing like it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give you 150 experience points.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for
being a drunk?
Yeah, for being a drunk, for making good friends with Willman. And he looks to you and he says, what exactly is it you're searching for?
I want to upgrade myself, you know? I want to...
Upgrade yourself?
Yeah. Like, find some wands or rings or something like that. You know where I can find some, or...
I know of ancient and mythical objects of power. Wands and rods and staves and staffs and all that. Stories of them, at least. Some of them locations I might have down to a pinpoint, but, I mean, we're talking about a real quest to retrieve those. As far as your run-of-the-mill magical shit, probably going to find that in a city of some sort.
See, I'm not looking for the run-of-the-mill, you would say. Looking for something sick.
No, I understand you.
Yeah.
Well, if you give me some time, I could probably come up with something. But, technically speaking, in spite of my love for you, I'm not just supposed to hand out valuable information to those who aren't members of the Knights of the New Moon.
Oh, well, it can be our dirty little secret.
Yes, I have dirty little secrets, and you might be the littlest of them.
Thank you.
The truth is,
He might be the dirtiest of them, too.
I don't love rules, but I do respect Commander Wolfhelm. With his permission, I could probably give you some locations that might be of interest.
Cool. Well, I'll let you get at her then.
So he looks to you and he says, bring me a note signed by Wolfhelm, and I can get started for you.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Forge it. Okay. Where would you like to head to now, my friend?
I don't know. I'll probably get some breakfast now, I guess.
Okay, so you're going to waddle your way out to the gathering hall.
Yeah.
The Hall of the Knights of the New Moon.
Hopefully I don't throw up.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I think you're fine.
Thanks.
Okay. Fievel Mazentrov, you awake, and you are currently in the stables with Luck. She's lying down. She's got like one wing protectively over top of you, keeping the cold away from your cute little mouse toes.
Aww.
And you wake up to see some bright winter light shining through the translucent bits of her feathers.
Okay, we both rise. I kind of pat her and I say, yeah, it's time to get up. We got things to do.
So she kind of like hoomphs, like at you, and then just kind of stays there sleeping.
Oh. All right. Well, you know what? You fly faster than I can walk, so you all get a head start.
Okay. And where would you like to head, Fievel, my friend?
Well, first I'm going to let all the horses out of their pens.
Jesus Christ, no. Why are you doing that? No.
How many are they?
So serious, too.
I would not urge you. I would advise that you don't do that. There are people's horses in there that are in there for a reason.
You should do it. Just one.
Do it.
Just one. Just one.
Okay, which horse would you like to let out of its...
The ugliest one.
The fattest one.
Can I do a perception check?
Roll me a d20.
Big old.
What are you looking for? Just all the horses or a certain horse?
Maybe the biggest one.
Okay.
Rolled a 9.
Okay, the largest horse you can see is a very large gray horse. It looks like a war horse of sorts. Probably belongs to the Knights of the New Moon.
Don't do it.
Be a shame if...
So
I'm gonna read its mind first and see if it's content with its its house, what it's being fed with,
Roll me a d20.
18.
Yeah, nice. The horse seems relatively content.
Yeah.
I mean, as content as a horse can be.
Okay.
He's a proud horse. You sense this.
I say, all right, you know what? I'll leave you in here today, pal. And I walk out and I guess go join the rest of the group for breakfast.
Cool. So you're with the rest of the group for breakfast. Dabbledob is there. Gregory's the only one who's not there. Most likely in the training area of the Knights of the New Moon, I'd imagine. Doing some weapons sharpening, training.
Yeah, Sharpen the axe, polish up the shield, make sure everything's looking good.
Love it. Other than that, all the other members, the 4 of you, are currently sitting at the table of the Knights of the New Moon in the guild hall. Anything that you guys would like to talk about, say to each other?
I high-five Dabbledob as he comes over to the table, and I say, round 2 tonight.
Let's do it.
Okay. Anything else?
Probably gonna have to put out some bets tonight. Make a little coin.
Oh, we're doing a fighting arena.
Well,
It's time for the big guns now, boys.
Maybe we get the big guys to fight, and I look at Rogar.
No, I don't do
I
stupid
mean, my
things.
big guns.
You're a spellcaster. You don't have big guns.
I do have big guns.
Okay.
50 cal.
You definitely don't, but that's fine. All right. Anything else you guys would like to say to each other about the prior evening?
Ask how everyone slept.
Like shit.
Was that bad?
I can talk to the
That
maid.
spins, man. I was spinning all around the world.
I had a weird dream last night. Some Birdman came and talked to me.
Birdman?
Yeah,
Tyson, I think you had too much to drink.
you're probably right. We should do it again.
Okay. So Tyson McKay says, probably right, we should do it again. You guys conclude breakfast, and is there anything that you guys would like to do?
I'll do the dishes.
Okay, so Rogar,
Wow.
the kind saint that he is, begins to pick up everyone's dishes, take them over to the dish pile. Great. Anything else?
Thanks, slave.
I think it's time we look for a house in Ryberry,
Well, I gotta go see Willman.
Tons of
You're
empty
gonna
ones.
settle down? Oh, no.
You guys just made fun of the dude for wanting a farm, and now you guys are wanting to buy a house. Also, with what money?
Excuse me.
That's the question I have.
Excuse me, Mr. DM. I didn't say buy.
True. Fair enough. You didn't say buy. Why I thought you would pay for something would be my bad, clearly.
There's tons of empty houses around Ryberry. Just waiting for the take.
Okay. Sorry, Fievel, you said you were going to look for Willman?
Yes.
Okay. You know where Willman is. You know where the room is. So I'm going to let you do you.
Yeah. Salute the group and say I got mouse things to do.
So nothing.
Okay.
I look at him quizzically, but I nod. I understand.
Stare at Tyson.
Are we doing
Okay, so
something?
Fievel's off to do mouse things. Marching your way down that hall, you come upon the doors to the library of the Knights of the New Moon. What would you like to do?
Be able to knock. I make myself at home. I walk in.
The hard choices. I love it. Okay, so you march into Wolfhelm's library. As you open the door, he says, "Don't you knock," and then he sees you there. So he goes, "Ah, my furry friend, how are you?"
Say the last guy that talked to me like that. Let's just say I threw him in the pit.
I very much doubt you could pick anyone up, my small best friend. But that's okay.
I try and pick him up.
He takes a swig of his drink, and he then looks at you and he says, "You know, your little stone got me thinking last night, and so I didn't even get a chance to sleep. Continued to drink, poured through some books, and lo and behold, I don't think it's a stone.
It's a rock.
You're not there."
Say, let me take it out for you. And I go in my knapsack, pull it out, and I'll hand it to him if he wants to take it and put it on like the desk or something.
Yeah, you can put it on his table.
Okay.
Okay, so he looks at me and says, "Yeah, see, the webbing gives it away. This is no stone." Pff, my drunken eyes. This was an egg.
I knew that much.
Oh, did you, Mr. Smarty Pants? Well, then I guess you don't need me anymore. No, please, don't let the door hit your heels on the way out.
You know what? You're right. No, I say, well, like I knew it was an egg, but I mean, I was kind of hoping you'd tell me more details about. You said the webbing, you know.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's interesting, isn't it? See, a lot of people don't know this, but the webbing would indicate that it's a dragon's egg.
Oh.
But the thing is, it's far too small for that, right? I mean, dragons' eggs were, sometimes as large as a cart.
Maybe
Depending on how large the female dragon was that birthed them. But, I mean, they were certainly much larger than this tiny thing. I mean, this is no more than, what, 1.5 feet in length?
Miniature dragon.
Well, I mean, is there anything in the books that would say, like, why there's a abnormal size of an egg for a dragon?
Well, see, and that's where I started digging. I thought maybe, okay, could be a wyvern's egg, right? You do know the difference between a wyvern and a dragon, right?
Yeah, different names.
Of course. Any beastmaster worth his weight knows the difference between a dragon and a wyvern.
They terrorized us at the tribe. I kind of just assumed they were all the same thing.
Roll me a deception check. You've never seen a wyvern before.
14.
Okay, so Willman just nods. He doesn't even seem to really notice your lie there. He says to you, no. So, but I mean, even for a wyvern, this egg is also ridiculously small. I mean, it just has me wondering, I mean, what could it possibly be?
A dog egg.
Again, you're not there. Regardless, this egg, I mean, hasn't hatched yet. And if we want it to, and he says, and that's a big if, I mean, you would probably want to place it in some flames.
Oh, got any?
Yes, let me just make a fire right here using all of my books. No, I don't have any flames. No, you're probably going to want to make a fire, set the egg in it. I mean, typically, there are two ways that dragons' eggs hatch. If there's an abundance of resources and the time seems right, the eggs may hatch on their own. But if, the egg lies dormant, the mother can heat the egg up. And most of the time, that will result in its hatching. This egg clearly has no mother, aside from you. So, if it doesn't sense that the conditions are right, you could prompt it by heating the egg up and maybe it'll hatch for you.
All right. Well, thank you for your information.
No problem at all. All free of charge.
Really?
Well, it was an interesting egg, my friend. Interesting question. It's been a while since I've had a real puzzler. This whole Siege of Ryberry thing, I was really at my height. Everyone was coming to me. Willman, what are the answers? Willman, what are these undead? Willman, what about this disease? Felt needed. Felt like I was important, And since then, everyone's all like, how many crops do we have to bring in? And it's all kind of boring. So you provided me a few ample hours of distraction.
Well, I'll give you a piece of silver here, but I need you to examine something else for me.
So you hand him the silver, and he pockets it quickly. He says, well, I do appreciate it. What else can I do for you?
So I take off the cloak off my body, and I place it on the table once again.
So he inspects it for a second. He says, it's a cloak.
Look harder.
Fievel, I don't know what you want from me here. Unless it's got some significance, I don't know this cloak.
Is it
some fancy material?
Well, the announcer from Mystic Land told me it was a cloak of shadows.
So some sort of magical artifact.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say I know anything about the cloak of shadows. It doesn't really ring a bell for me, but I can look into it.
That's all I can ask from you.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll be sure to do that right away, he says as he kind of does that whole like a go-getter fist pump. Yeah, exactly. It's almost sarcastic.
Yeah, he tries to fist him.
What?
No, he does not try to fist you. He just says he's going to get on it right away, and then he looks at you and says, well, will there be anything else?
I say, no, that's it. Thank you very much. And I walk out the door.
So as you walk out the door and close it, you hear scuffling again, paper shuffling everywhere, and Willman kind of muttering to himself. What would you like to do, my friend?
I don't want to hatch this egg, but I feel like I need a crowd for this, just in case it's something I can't control.
I'll come.
All right, so I'll head back to the breakfast area there, and is everyone still there?
Yeah, everyone is still mulling around the breakfast area. Yeah, Rogar just got up to take the plates away. Tyson McKay is currently deep in conversation with Dabbledob about some kind of shenanigans.
I got my head down. I'm sleeping.
I'm still in deep conversation with you.
Still in deep conversation, yeah. So, Fievel, you approach the group.
Okay, I tell them, I say, look, I know what to do with this egg to get it to hatch, so if anyone wants to come join me outside somewhere, we'll get this puppy cracking.
Do you have an egg? First I'm here.
Right the fuck up.
A couple chicken eggs, no big deal. I want to heat them up and see what happens.
Okay, I can do heat. You want heat?
Same.
All right. So, where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
Center of town.
So maybe we should head outside a bit.
Center of town.
You're washing dishes.
Yeah, but you told me.
This is going on. I figured they're all up by now, so I'll head back.
Cool. So, walking from the long hallway, down which you can find Willman's library, comes the very large Warforged. He's sporting a very polished and bright shield, and a very sharp and well taken care of looking battle axe.
He's gonna kill us.
Yeah, that guy's weird. Let's get out of here.
Classic.
Okay, so the band is all together. Where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
I tap Fievel on the head and I say, lead the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's get out of the Knights of the New Moon headquarters in general, and then just...
Let's go!
Maybe let's just go like right outside the gates and just do it in the field there.
Good idea.
Okay, so the gates are closed, and the guards look to you and they say, "Heroes of Ryberry, what business do you have?"
Let us out.
Worked so hard to get in here, now getting out's a task.
I'm on orders to keep the gates closed unless there's something important.
You dare question your heroes?
We're never going to get over it.
Call me a persuasion check.
13.
Okay. So the guard looks at you and says, "I'm very sorry, sir. We can open the gates right away."
But, better. Yeah. Really feel
Okay,
my
so you
hero
guys
vibe
march out
now.
the gates, and I'm assuming you're just gonna, within sight, like 5 feet away from the gate, begin to light a fire?
Literally, we're gonna be right in the middle of the gate. Like, not even through the gate, just right in the middle where...
He has to shut the gate, dude.
Not if we're making a dragon.
Okay, so you begin to set up some wood for a fire there.
I'll just do flaming sphere. Does that not help?
That wood. It's a little... yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's a problem with that.
No, just...
so you guys are, standing in the gate, or are you walking outside the gate?
Definitely walking outside.
Okay, you're outside the gate.
I'm outside the gate.
Outside the gate.
Yeah, we'll walk outside the gate, but I have an idea for doing this. You should sculpt it around Fievel while he holds the egg up.
All right.
Dude, let's do
Lion
it.
King style.
Let's do it.
Little Daenerys Stormborn.
Yeah.
The unburnt mother of dragons.
I'm a target.
Fly, too.
So, are you sculpting it around Fievel as he holds the egg?
Let's do it.
Okay, so you spell sculpt Fievel as he holds the egg in the air, and you cast Flaming Sphere on him. I'm going to go with, I'm not going to require an attack roll on this. It's not like you're attacking, he's letting you do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Flaming Sphere erupts and begins to swirl around in a circle, kind of mesmerizing in its swirling, and all the snowflakes that are falling around obviously melt and don't really reach the sphere, so it's kind of this space without snow. Fievel, your hands are dipping into the Flaming Sphere above your head, which is whirling above you, and it does you no harm.
You got any marshmallows, real guy?
Got one in my pants.
Why? But why? 10 seconds go by. 15, 20, 30 seconds go by. 40 seconds go by before, Fievel, you begin to feel the egg start to tremble and shake.
Don't drop it.
It's working.
Okay, 5 seconds later, the egg is kind of quickly vibrating and shaking in all different directions.
Hold on.
Tell me this when I should stop the flaming
5
sphere.
seconds later, the egg bursts. All these little splinters of red and that white webbed shell fly in all directions.
Okay, when I see that, I stop my flaming sphere.
Okay, you cease your Flaming Sphere. Rolling around in Fievel's hands, kind of rolling to get out of the egg and to remove all the slime, the mucus that's over it, is a small red dragon.
Oh.
It is not a full dragon, or one that looks like a full dragon in the same sense. It has no wings.
My baby.
It does have what it looks like a rhinoceros horn sticking out of its nose. Its eyes, as they kind of blink open and look at Fievel lovingly, are these yellow and orangish eyes.
Oh man, I want to get in that view so he loves me too.
I grab Dabbledob and I say, kill it with fire!
Fievel, I'm assuming you're bringing this thing down to eye height now?
Yeah.
It
Let me look at it.
does not appear cold in the snow, but it inhales pretty sharply, exhales, and kind of snorts a small jet of flame with smoke.
Oh.
That's fucking sick.
Okay, it looks at you, and it starts to make the shrill, bird-like sound.
You gotta start breastfeeding.
He's
Plus 100 experience points.
Been lactating for days.
Fievel Mazentrov, for uncovering the secret of the red egg completely, you are going to gain 1,000 experience points.
Whoa.
Why, do I not get anything for helping?
You get 300 experience points for helping to uncover the full secret of the red egg.
All of us?
You like that kid in the class, like, Miss, you missed a point.
Everyone else gets 100 experience points for witnessing the unveiling of the full secret of the red egg.
Yomi.
What would you like to do, my friend?
I mean, it's probably hungry. Any sheep around?
It's a baby.
There are no sheep.
Feed it luck.
Certainly not at the gate of Ryberry.
Alright, yeah, well, I guess we'll go. I'm gonna have to smuggle this thing in. The guard will. Wait, I'm the hero of Ryberry. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, no, dude, you were right outside the gate. They're standing atop the gate. They watched it happen. So they're looking at you now as you're holding this dragon with no wings.
Yeah, it's also the size of a mini poodle.
Yeah, no, it's like 2 feet in length.
Okay.
Weighs about 40 pounds.
Man, I'm bigger.
Congrats, Dowd. Not for long, buddy.
Yeah, so we go to the gate.
Okay, so you head to the gate. The guards look at you guys and they say, oh, come on now, guys. How are we supposed to just let you into the gate, into the city, with a little dragon?
It's a baby! What's it fucking gonna do?
Yeah, a baby that can snort fire. Like, we need another fire right now.
You let My Little Pony in. This is harmless.
Yeah, it's a pony, not a dragon.
Excuse me,
They're
sir.
not even close to being the same.
Pony can do lightning.
What that pony could do.
Excuse me, sir. The rest of us don't have anything.
Plus 100 experience points, Tyson McKay. He looks at the rest of you and he says, fine, we'll let you in, but we're going to have to report this, Fievel, and tell the new leader of Ryberry's guard.
Who is?
Rogar.
You know him. His name is Garrett Cromwell.
Yeah, old Cromwell will be fine with it. Let us in.
Alright, so they both look at each other, and then they look at you guys. You are the heroes of Ryberry, and this certainly isn't the weirdest shit that you guys have done while inside the walls. So they say, alright, but Cromwell will be hearing about this.
Of course.
Crommy, we go way back.
You definitely don't go way back with Cromwell. The gate's open, and you guys are allowed inside.
Alright, let's go in with our new dragon baby.
I'm gonna ask Fievel if I can hold him.
Oh, God.
Separating it from its mother already?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, fair. Do you want this dragon to be raised by a single parent?
Yeah.
Or 5.
How's that going to affect it
Plus,
in the long term?
We found
Is it going to know healthy relationships if it's only raised by a mother?
Dabbledup might be able to teach it how to aim fire.
Oh.
We found it, Fievel.
That
Certainly not something that it has inherently or by its own instincts.
I would never figure that out.
No.
Say let's go get it a bite to eat, and everyone could take a turn holding the dragon.
A dragon-born dad and a dragon-born baby.
I like the sounds of that.
Dragons and dragonborns hate each other.
Yes, they do. And and don't look at me like I am answering. This is all up to you guys as for how this parenting situation is going to go.
Man, last time I had a kid, that didn't work out.
Yes, in a different game, you gave up your child for power.
I just
for armor, to be correct.
Yeah, powerful armor. So.
But it was nasty. So was it worth it? Yes.
I just wish people would fight over to be my father. I get
How do you feel about this dragon baby taking all the attention, Tyson?
I'm now jealous of the baby.
Okay, so Tyson's like the older sibling.
Him and Rogar in the corner, the giant fucking abomination.
You're gonna learn how to fly.
Plus, man, 100 experience points.
We're gonna get something to eat.
Yeah, probably won't go into the place, but I'm gonna send one of you guys in to get some grub, and we'll bring it outside so I could eat it and not be surrounded by other people.
What do you think it likes? Bread?
Meat.
I'm thinking meat.
No, bread.
Okay, so as you guys are standing outside the Knights of the New Moon's Guild Hall, one of the town guard from the wall walks hurriedly past you up towards the mayor's hall.
Follow him, he knows too much.
Someone grab him.
Get him, Chomper.
Man, we got to name this thing.
I like Chomper. That's actually kind of cool.
Take request.
Well, let's start a poll on Twitter for the
like
name for the baby dragon with no wings.
Puff puff. Puff puff.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen,
and puff,
followers,
puff.
listeners of the Dicey D20 on Facebook, we'll create a poll. On Twitter, I'm sure we'll create a poll. I think Twitter's better for polls anyways. But what do you think the name of the small 2-foot long baby dragon should be? It's got kind of like a rhinoceros looking white horn coming out of its snout.
White?
Yeah, a white horn.
Breathes smoky fire.
Smoky fire thus far.
Puff Puff sounds great.
Puff Puff,
Puff and Puff Puff.
Okay, we've got Chomper and Puff Puff so far as possible names.
How about Garrett?
Garrett Cromwell. Get this thing out of my city. We named it for you. All right,
come on, Crom.
All right, then. It'll stay. Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I thought we were following that dude. He knows too much.
On you? I thought that was a joke, but that's serious.
I'm serious about it.
You're following that dude.
Yeah.
Is everyone following the dude?
No.
You know what? I have a scent. Probably going somewhere important. Yeah, follow.
Okay. So he's hurriedly walking in the snow. He turns to look as he sees Dabbledob and Fievel holding the baby dragon, following him. He kind of looks worried for a second, hurries his pace.
We must walk fast.
Sensing sinister intent, but you're both super small, so he's definitely outrunning you.
We start sprinting.
Okay, you start sprinting. He looks behind him. Pure sheer panic on his face. He begins to dead sprint.
I call luck like I say, run him down.
I'm gonna Misty Step. Get ahead of him.
Jesus. Okay, so what? He's 10 feet. So this is a chase. He's 10 feet in front of you guys, the two of you. I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiatives for this, I guess. Jesus.
19.
He's got a 9 plus 2. So 11.
At a 21.
Okay, so at first you guys were just kind of running along, but then as soon as it became like a full-on chase, that's where we're going to start it. So, I mean, you guys have been running for about 30 feet. Fievel, you've got the baby dragon in your hands, but you can go first. He's currently, he would have gained about, with 30 feet, he would have gained 5 feet on you guys, so he would have moved 5 feet. So he's 15 feet away currently from you. What would you like to do?
Puff Puff, light him up.
No, we're not
Your first kill.
Your first kill. Catch him and figure out what he knows.
I mean, you'll have a couple seconds while he burns.
Yeah, I run there.
Okay, so you're right behind him or alongside him, your choice.
Behind him. The elements of surprise.
Okay, so you're right behind him, holding and cradling the baby dragon. He's like turning around and looking at you every couple seconds and like huffing and puffing, and he looks severely worried.
I say, stop running, you look guilty.
He says, I have to tell Mr. Cromwell. I have to.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
What did you know that? What did you think I was doing?
Why did the rest of us know that?
I say, I'll tell her myself, okay?
I can't let you do that, sir. I have to tell him.
Oh,
Okay, can I miss
you brown nose are you?
Drop him.
Not your turn. I mean, yeah, this is a lot of talking for 6 to 8 seconds. So, Fievel, are you going to do any action on this turn, or are you just going to run behind him?
Oh, my hands are full with this dragon. I'm just gonna keep talking to him.
Okay. Dabbledob, you're up next. What would you like to do?
How far am I away? 15 feet?
Correct.
Let's get underneath his legs and cup check.
So you're going to run in front of him.
And cup check.
And yeah, so you're going to run up on his left, right hand cup check.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d20.
That's 15.
That is enough to cup check him. Yeah, he's in light armor, so you cup check him.
Does he drop?
Drops to his knees. Yeah, it's a cup check. You
Okay,
hit
I
him
say,
in the-
run, Fievel, run!
Okay, so Fievel, you come skirting to a halt, I'd imagine. He holds his balls, and he says, I need to tell Cromwell, I'm sorry, heroes, I'm sorry.
We're going to tell him. It's personal.
This has to come from me. I was the guard on the wall.
No, it has to be us.
What are you going to do? Stop me?
We're going to get there first, and we tell him first.
He looks at you exasperated, and he says, I don't get paid enough for this. If you want to go tell Cromwell, fine, but I'm going to have to go up anyways.
Yeah, so I'll walk in, Fievel walks in, and then you walk.
I'd rather walk in together, sir.
In that order, we will walk in the door.
Fine, but I'm going to walk in directly after you.
No, it's me, then Fievel,
I
and
am
then you.
a guard of the city of
You are a
Ryberry.
piece of shit.
I respect the hell out of you, Dabbledob, but if you talk to me like this, I'll have no choice but to throw you in a cell.
Talk dirty to me.
Are you going to let me go to Cromwell, or are you not?
We're all going.
Yes, we are all going, and I agree to walk in right behind you.
You run.
Fievel goes first then. Actually, no, Fievel last. I like that because
I
then
don't
it's
care
like,
what order,
it's like a
Dabbledob.
surprise, and then boom, there it is.
Fine, we're all walking up then.
Yeah.
Are you happy with yourself?
I'm happy.
You feel good about what you did? Good.
How's your balls?
They hurt. They hurt a lot.
Sweet.
Okay, so he stands up. I'm not giving you any XP. This is fucking bullshit. And you all begin to walk up together towards the mayor's hall. After a few more minutes in the snow, you guys march up and walk in. Currently sitting at the table are 4 individuals. There is one long, black-haired individual, very clearly from the Iron Wolves, given some of the tattoos as well as some of the piercings, rings, and other ornaments on their person. There is the commander of the Guard of Ryberry, who you guys now know to be Garrett Cromwell. He looks like a military man, very capable, but he's also quite young. It's not like he's as old as Wolfhelm is. Probably just the most senior member of the Guard of Ryberry after the siege ended. Commander Wolfhelm of the Knights of the New Moon is on the small council for Ryberry, as is the blacksmith that you met this morning, Gregory.
Oh, shit. Well, we're not there.
No, so Rogar and Tyson and Gregory, I'd imagine, didn't go?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are currently at the Guildhall of the Knights of the New Moon. For you two, Fievel and Dabbledob, that's what you walk in on.
Don't worry.
So all heads turn towards you. The guard, who you cup checked, is currently behind you. They all look towards you and say, "What's the meaning of this?"
We have news.
So the guard in the back holds up a hand above. I mean, the 2 of you are super small, but he says, "They brought a dragon into the city, sir. I told them not to, but they brought it in."
Okay, chill out. Cup check, drop him again. Fuck this shit.
Roll me
back on his
a
knees where he
D20.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking like 22.
Okay, so you cup check him again, and he falls, wincing in pain. The commander of the town guard, Commander Cromwell, looks to Wolfhelm and says, "Tell the gnome that if he strikes my guard again, I'll throw him out of the city."
Strike him again.
Cup 'em.
Do it.
So
not that
Wolfhelm kind of smiles dryly and says, "You can tell him yourself, I'd imagine."
Oh.
So say it to my Cromwell stands and says, "Assault my guard again and I'll throw you out of the city."
Cup 'em.
Okay. So Wolfhelm also stands and says, "Come forward. Don't mind the interruption."
Fievel, you have the kid.
I lift my cape a bit and reveal my little buddy.
Make sure he doesn't snort.
I'll snort.
Okay. So the blacksmith, Rowley, eyes wide open, staring at the baby dragon, and kind of whispers a few words to the leader of the Iron Wolves, or at least the leader on this council, for the purposes of politics.
I don't like secrets.
And the Iron Wolf kind of like eyes wide and kind of like nods, almost impressed. So Cromwell looks to the 2 of you and the guard, and he says, firstly to the guard, "I'm disappointed in you and we'll speak later."
Oh.
So the guard kind of like, no, the guard hangs his head and kind of shuffles a few steps back.
Cup 'em.
Man, that guy go beat a couple knuckles with the balls and then his pride at the end there.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Don't mess around with me.
Yeah, let me do whatever I want regardless of the law. So Wolfhelm looks to Fievel and to Dabbledob and he says, "My friends, you understand that we deal with very important matters here, and you're interrupting them."
This is pretty important.
"Oh, no doubt it is, but try not to go bursting into small council meetings. This gives the wrong impression."
The guard was going to do it anyway, so...
As is his job, Dabbledob. Yes, as he is paid to do.
Agree to disagree?
What would you have us do about this small dragon, Fievel?
Let me keep it.
Can you guarantee that it won't hurt anyone?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
On your life, you guarantee that it won't take another's.
Well,
On Rogar's life.
I'm not there.
Might hurt some bad guys, but no one in the city.
I'm not talking about bad guys outside of the city. I'm talking about the citizens of Ryberry. Can you guarantee that this dragon, or whatever it is, won't light up a house accidentally, or bite someone's leg, or kill someone?
Say, look how Luck turned out. She's a great guy.
Ah, yes, the huge pony with wings. Yes. The one that's currently taking up a bunch of space in our stalls. We are thankful to you, Fievel, but you do ask a lot of Ryberry.
What would you have me do? Live in the
One
wild?
would say that you can keep one of your 2 pets. I think that might be fair. Either the huge pony with wings or the dragon.
I'll take the dragon.
What about Jack Bauer?
You can have the pony.
This isn't equal opportunity pet sharing.
I also
Not
have
everyone gets the pet of their dreams. The only reason why your pony Luck is allowed is because she has a favorable disposition, but I don't know anything about this kind of beast.
So it is a beast.
This kind of animal.
Wait, no, can I, give this guy the special juice or what?
What the fuck does that mean?
Can I feed him steroids so he gets stronger?
Okay, I don't even know where to start with this. You're talking to the small council of Ryberry. Can we focus on that before we talk about juicing up?
It's just always in my mind. So I tell them I'll figure it out.
Wolfhelm looks to you and he says, by the end of the day, and don't push us, Fievel. One or the other.
Push him.
No, I say, alright, we'll get you back to your meeting here, and I walk out.
Okay. The town guard begins to walk out as well, but Commander Cromwell looks to him and says, you're not going anywhere. So the town guard kind of stays for a second, and Fievel and Dabbledob, you're more than welcome to leave.
I'm going to give the guard a little tap on the head as I walk out. Just a nice friendly tap.
You can't, I don't know why.
Is he not on his knees?
No, he's not on his knees. Why the fuck would he be on his knees?
I'll give him a little slap in the ass.
Okay, so you slap his ass as you walk by. Congratulations, you now made an enemy of the town guard. Okay. For that whole encounter, I'm going to give you each 300 XP.
Nice.
Thank you.
Fievel and Dabbledob. And moving right along, you guys exit the town hall. The small council meeting resuming. And you are carrying the baby dragon. What would you guys like to do?
Bye, Luck.
I'll take the pony.
I mean, I keep one a secret.
You'd shrink Luck down to pocket size.
Yeah, if you shrink her down to tiny, you can. But you can't manipulate two creatures though with your magic. So I mean, either way,
can I have like a Neopet and then have my beast?
No, you can't have a Neopet and a beast.
Yes.
Anyways, it is currently about 11 o'clock in the morning. What would you guys like to do?
Well, so we're still just like standing up front chatting while they're doing that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to defer to you guys now, and with the time that they would have spent doing their thing, you can do what you'd like to do.
I'm going to go help rebuild the wall.
Nice. So you head over to the northern wall, which took the biggest of all the beatings, and there are a few keepers of Oskenheim. These knights, they're not wearing their armor, but the keepers of Oskenheim have more than just knights. They have builders, they have carpenters, they have smiths, and they currently have men working on the wall as well as men of Ryberry working on the wall. So they definitely need strong men to move boulders into place after mortar's been placed there. And so your help is more than welcome here. How long would you like to spend on this?
Like an hour.
For an hour, I'm willing to give you 100 XP.
Oh, wait, is 100 XP an hour?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
I mean, my judgment, but I was going to give you 100 XP for an hour. I'd probably give you 200 for 2 hours. I doubt I'd give you 400 for 4, but I mean, we'll see.
How about 3?
I'll give you 300 XP.
Oh.
All right, I have multiple questions.
Yes.
So after the war, how's the homeless population thing doing?
Yeah, a lot of people were given homes in a housing initiative because a lot of people died.
Can I look for an empty home?
Yeah. If you'd like to spend your time that way, you're more than welcome to look for an empty home.
That is what I would like to do.
Okay.
I'll say before you go, Tyson.
Yeah?
Well, I noticed that mighty fine axe on your back.
Oh, you mean this axe I got from the arena battle?
Yeah, that axe.
When I beat your ass?
Yes, you fought well.
What about it?
Would you be willing to part with it?
Oh, I have a counter question.
Shoot.
Would you be able to part with Dabbledob?
That's fucking rude, man.
Is that the deal? You're going to offer him the axe if he gives up Dabbledob?
No, like if he becomes
He's my best friend now.
If he becomes my bodyguard, is basically the question.
Wait, so
He'd be...
who's my bodyguard now?
No. He's saying that if Gregory becomes his quote-unquote bodyguard, he'll give him the axe.
And who the fuck's my bodyguard?
Fuck!
No, I get dibs on the dragon then. That's my bodyguard.
He will betray you.
No one's bodyguard except for Wolfhelm's.
Okay, Gregory, what do you say to Tyson saying if you be his bodyguard, he'll give you the axe?
Come on. What's Dabbledob ever done?
It's a mighty fine axe, but Dabbledob and I have been through a lot, and As a warforged made to be a part of an army, I value loyalty, so I'll have to decline that offer.
Oh,
shit. My heart melts for you, Greg. My heart melts.
200 XP.
That was good. I love that shit.
Guess you're not getting the axe.
Give up a game-changing weapon, I can't even get the same XP they get for barging in on a freaking meeting.
300 XP.
Oh, fine, I only want the 200 now.
Okay, fine, you only get 200
Perfect, that's what I earned.
Okay. So that conversation comes to a full close, I think.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Yeah,
If there's nothing else he's willing to trade for it, then yeah.
No, that's about it.
Okay.
Bummer.
All right. So, Tyson McKay, you're off looking for a home that's uninhabited?
Yeah.
Okay. Rogar Ragnak, what are you doing right now?
Aren't I still at the wall?
You are still at the wall. Good. Testing your memory there. All right. All right. And Gregory, what are you doing?
Sulking in the corner.
Where would you like to go?
I don't know. I guess I'll go help Rogar.
Okay. So you're going to go help Rogar.
Yeah, my boy.
Help him rebuild the wall.
Cool. You can take 250 experience points for helping with the wall.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And Fievel and Dabbledub, you guys are heading to
The tavern.
Okay.
Got nothing better to do. I can't help with the wall, so.
All right. So you guys head to the...
Well, Fievel doesn't have to go, but that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go head over to Willman and show him the product that he, so kindly showed me how to get to.
Okay, so you're in the Jaded Giant. He's going to the Knights of the New Moon Guild Hall. Cool. Tyson McKay, you're walking around the outskirts of Ryberry, and some of the homes that were closest to the wall sustained the most damage. Some of the roofs still awaiting repair. Some of the walls still bashed, especially near the gate and near the north wall, where the two trolls, venom trolls, kind of besieged the wall.
Okay. That's perfect. Don't you like something drafty?
Exactly. So a lot of these homes, about 6 of them in total, are currently not being inhabited because the roofs are just letting in snow and it's quite chilly inside the homes.
Which one looks like the most covered?
Covered in... Oh, has the least amount of damage, you mean? There is a wall to the north. Yeah, there is a wall to the northeast. Or a home, I should say, to the northeast, which has sustained very little damage on its western corner. Okay, so the top of the roof, a little bit of damage, about a 5x5 area of the thatch roof is missing, but the main floor looks to be mostly fine. As with most of the upper, it's just that one corner there.
Okay, I opened that one up.
Okay, so you open the door. It creaks a little bit, and it's quite cold in here. As with outside, but there is nothing inherently wrong with it, nor is there anyone inside.
Wow. I start organizing the furniture and I tidy up the home for the rest of the...
Yeah, the table was flipped over. It looks like a lot was stolen out of here. There is an armchair, a table, a couple chairs, and on the top floor, it looks like there is a metal frame for a bed, but there is no mattress.
Okay. So for the rest of the time I have during the day, I'll start collecting wood from other houses and bringing it over and cleaning up the house.
Collecting what kind of wood, Tyson?
Wood that, obviously they're broken houses, so they're probably wood fallen.
Ah, you're talking about the thatch from the roofs?
Oh, yeah.
It's or scrap wood from inside. Yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. I thought you were just taking roofing from other houses. Yeah. Okay, so you begin to salvage from the other houses, and until what time would you like to work on this?
5 o'clock.
Okay. I'm going to go with until 5 o'clock. You could probably throw down, it's not great, but you could probably throw down some thatch on the roof. No one's to say that any wind's not going to blow it off there, but...
I give it a try.
You'll need tools if you want to actually hammer stuff down.
Nah.
Yeah, seems like a waste of time. Alright, so salvaging from other places, you make the home relatively insulated.
Nice.
Though it will not be safe from any type of strong winds.
Okay.
That's right. You are the little pig whose house could be blown down by the wolf.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm the wolf, baby.
I'll never tell anyone about
50
my
XP. Alright. Okay, so you work on your house until about 5 o'clock. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to give you 250 XP for making a home in Ryberry. Stealing one, but also making it somewhat. Fievel, you head over to see Willman opening the door, and Willman obviously begins to get uppity as you open the door without knocking first, because I'm assuming you're not knocking. You don't knock, right?
No.
As he looks at you, he says, "Holy shit!"
I said, "Well, your hunch was right. This is it."
He looks and he says,
"Dragon."
he's so tiny. Oh, he's cute. And he like almost goes to like boop the snoot a little bit, but the little dragon kind of snaps at his finger and he pulls it back quickly. And he says, "Oh, he's a feisty little bugger."
Yeah, still in training. You know?
He says, "And they let you in the city with this guy."
Yeah. No questions asked. Yeah, it was pretty.
Roll me a fucking deception check. There were a bunch of questions that were asked.
18.
Yeah, beats it, looks at you, and he says, "I very much doubt that. But anyways, place him on the table. Let's get a look at this little guy."
Just kind of raise my hands, put him on the table.
So the little dragon gingerly hops onto the table, looking around and sniffing towards the bottle of booze. Willman quickly takes it and puts it on another table, his desk. Looking at the creature, he takes a quill and kind of pokes at the back of it. The little dragon hisses and arches its back almost like a cat and peers at him with like open, watchful eyes. Willman then kind of takes the quill and taps at the snout of the dragon, who doesn't seem to mind that as much, just seems very curious at it, and then tries to get it to open its mouth to look at its teeth, which it gladly agrees to do, but more so in like a hissing, snarling fashion, right? So Willman looks to you, Fievel, and he says, "Ha! I knew it. Not a dragon. This is a drake."
Oh.
6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
Minus 50 experience points. See, Fievel, a dragon has 4 legs and wings, right? Wyverns, cousins of dragons, 2-legged with wings, but drakes, which, to be fair, I've never actually heard of a real account of there being drakes, more so just legends and tales. They've got 4 legs and they're wingless.
For now.
He looks at it and he says, "Well, he's certainly not going to grow wings of his own accord."
Neither did Luck.
You see, Fievel, drakes are draconic creatures, more similar to wyverns than they are to true dragons. You see, a drake lacks intelligence, as a dragon does, right? Dragons being known for their wit, their ruthless intelligence, smarter than most people. But unlike their dragon cousins, drakes can be trained quite well, or so the stories say. Some stories, counting back to the First Age, say they were used as guard dogs and as mounts, so to speak.
So how big do they usually get? Full grown?
That is a good question. It's hard to say. They were said to grow to quite a formidable size. The idea being, though, that they were smaller and more tame than dragons, my friend. So I couldn't really tell you. Again, I've only read stories. They're not supposed to be real.
Okay.
How did you find this egg?
It was in a shop.
And they sold it to you?
No one was there.
So you stole it?
Oh, it was abandoned. The place got wiped out by the undead. No one really left, and saw the egg and wasn't just gonna leave it. Came with a note. I show him the note.
Okay, so he reads the note and he says, "Ooh, you've been a bad boy."
Always.
I doubt whoever this is will be very pleased that you've taken guardianship of this little drake. Do be careful.
I can handle myself. I'll keep an eye out.
Whatever you say, I suppose there's no chance you're going to get rid of it now.
I don't think so.
Well, my friend, it's been quite the adventure, but I think this is where I'll wash my hands of this matter. With a note that reads as suspiciously as that one, and a little drake, a creature that by all rights is just a myth, shouldn't be real, I don't really want to get tangled up in whatever comes next.
I see. Well, that's fair. I'll leave you back to your work here, and I'll take the drake and we'll go. But thank you for your knowledge.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime. He kind of half bows. It's not a formal bow. It's more sarcastic than anything else. But you are going to take 500 experience points for discovering that the dragon is actually a drake.
Wow.
That's handy.
All right, and then until 5, I think I'm just gonna,
Whoa, you're not gonna tip the guy?
You said no tip necessary.
He said any time, not no tips. Well, I guess before he said no tips necessary.
I'll throw him another silver piece. Why not?
Okay, he catches it midair and seems quite pleased at you, for sure.
All right, and for the rest of the time, I'll just kind of play around with the Drake and try and figure him out some more. Just observe him, you know.
Okay. So 5 o'clock rolls around. Our boys Dabbledob is already drinking at the Jaded Giant. Gregory, you're gonna. What would you like to do?
So I've been helping at the wall this whole time?
You were helping till about 3, so I guess you can go wherever you'd like at 3 o'clock. Same with Rogar Ragnak.
I tell Gregory to say, why don't we go get some water and some food to eat?
Well, he doesn't eat.
Yeah, he's rolling his eyes right now because he doesn't. Yeah, that's fine.
How about just to relax then?
Yeah, sure. I'll keep you company.
You're my new bodyguard.
Okay, where would you guys like to go?
Gosh, I'm getting passed around like a hooker on Friday night.
We'll go to that pub we were all at last night, the Jaded Giant or whatever it's called.
You guys head to the Jaded Giant, and you find Dabbledob sitting at the bar. He's a little bit short for the bar, but he makes it work, and he is drinking away. As you guys enter the bar, anything you'd like to say to them?
Not really.
No.
Cold shouldering.
No, not cold shouldering. I won't say anything. I'll look at them and just wave them over.
I'm gonna pat him on the back, just strong enough to potentially knock him off the stool. I want him like teetering.
You realize a cup check's coming your way,
strength
right?
I have a cup to check. But I will for it.
Roll
I will
me
check
a
it.
strength check.
That is 13.
Okay, I'm gonna go with not strong enough to knock him over. I know what you're going for. Yeah, I mean, he teeters a little bit.
Back,
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Why not, right? You're not super strong.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that's fine. He teeters a little bit.
Yeah.
He's already drunk, so
Does it look a little frightened?
I don't know. Do you seem frightened?
No, I'm pissed drunk.
Okay, yeah.
I probably thought it was myself. You know.
He's not frightened.
Bummer.
Okay. So Fievel and Tyson McKay, what would you guys like to do?
Same thing as last night. I go into the tavern to find Dabbledob.
Okay. And Fievel Mausentrov, where would you like to go?
Same place. We'll meet there.
You taking the Drake with you?
Don't have a choice, really. I'm gonna just leave it somewhere. Yeah. No, I'm taking him with me.
Okay. So Tyson McKay, you arrive there before Fievel does. And when Fievel arrives, the barmaid looks to all of you and says, I'm supposed to take you to the room in the back, now that you're all here.
Why?
Why the fuck am I going to the back? You're gonna get murdered?
It's where the orgy.
You want to take us to the back?
She looks to all of you and she says, Mr. Crane told me that when you all arrived, you could head on back.
Who
You're early,
is
but that's
Mr.
fine."
Crane?
I have like one of those oh shit moments, and like everything rushes back to me.
Okay.
I go,
Tyson,
Crane!
Birdman.
Okay.
Birdman!
So everyone's looking confused. Tyson, would you like to elaborate for your team or not?
No, I rushed to the back.
Okay, so Tyson
I don't
runs to the
follow.
back full sprint. The barmaid just kind of shakes her head with some disbelief. She's used to leading people to the private room in the back.
How full is my drink?
Oh.
Your drink is half full.
I need a refill before I go in.
Okay, so you ask her. She says that there's beverages inside.
Is there fire water inside?
She says that she can bring a bottle of fire water inside.
You're a lovely woman.
Okay, so the drunk gnome agrees to stand down and walk towards the room. Awesome. All right, everyone marching towards the private dining room in the back.
I'm stumbling, not really marching.
Yeah.
To the barmaid on the way by, I'll say, you have to excuse Tyson. Constantly searching for a father figure. Desperately.
I'm going to give 150 experience points for that because I thought it was funny.
Fucking nailed
You
it.
don't know me.
She opens the door, a door to the left behind the bar, and reveals a private dining room. The room is about 25 feet by 15 feet and has a long dining table with many chairs. There's about 10 chairs at the table, okay, for everyone to sit at. There is a quite a nice spread of what looks to be like appetizers of sorts, right? Some roasted pheasants, as well as some cheeses and some breads and wine as well. Yes, I see you mouthing firewater. She also places the firewater down on the table. There's a coat rack beside the entrance. There is a brown Victorian coat hanging on that coat rack. At the end of the table is a man sitting with a cane propped up beside his chair.
I'm already in there, sitting beside him.
Does it look like there's some of Tyson's blood on the cane?
It does not look like there's any blood on the cane, though you are far away. So the man, using the chair to aid him in stands. He has olive-toned skin, these greenish, darker eyes, and brown hair, which is short on the sides, has kind of like a waved top to it. You guys can see a purple sash along his waist. His undercoat has a silver watch hanging from it. As he stands, he says, "Gentlemen, please, take off your coats, make yourselves feel comfortable, and, of course, take a seat."
I do so.
Yeah, take a seat.
Okay, so everyone takes a seat.
I look down. I'm not wearing a coat.
I don't think I'm wearing a coat either. Am I?
You would be wearing like a cloak, because you're a mage.
I'm going to keep it on.
Okay, a little drafty.
Yeah.
Yeah, wintertime.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a fireplace in here. It's kind of nicely warm in
I'm
here.
going to light up my pipe, too.
Okay, so you light your pipe. The man sits and then says, "And please do help yourselves to any of the food or refreshments.
I eat some food.
I do appreciate that you're all early. Not common in your line of work, I'd imagine."
I didn't even know this was happening, so you're welcome.
He nods slightly and says,
We weren't aware.
"Tyson, did you not tell your friends about our meeting last night?"
No, you didn't.
I knew that they would be here on time.
Because I'm a drunk?
Everyone stares at Tyson McKay for a second, and then the man says, "Well, if Tyson didn't let you know about our meeting, I suppose you don't know who I am. So introductions might be of value. My name is Mr. Crane, and I'm here to offer you a business proposition." Crane, as he turns his face towards all of you, you notice that he has what looks to be a healed over burn on his face. The flesh kind of melted together. It's not like it's
Tyson?
eaten through his cheek or anything like that, but he does have a significant burn on the left cheek of his face. He pulls the tips of his black gloves off and then begins to grab for a decanter of wine. He pours himself some wine and then holds it up and passes it to the person immediately to his right. It would be Rogar Ragnak.
What am I supposed to do with this?
"Oh, my dear sweet boy, you're supposed to drink it."
Sorry, he's an idiot.
I tell him I don't drink much.
Okay, so he puts it down in front of you. Nonetheless, you guys are all welcome to enjoy the appetizers and the drinks if you so choose.
Sure, I'm chowing.
Okay, so as you guys are busy munching away, he looks at all of you and says, "Now, I think I know all of you. Tyson, of course, we've already met. You must be Gragrock. They call you Gregory, but I imagine you don't like that very much."
Come to
Ragrock?
get used to it, but yeah, very, very good pronunciation of that.
A hobgoblin name. Correct.
It's who I was made for back in the day.
Tyson, didn't they kill your dad?
You killed my dad.
And your mom, if I remember correctly.
And your companion. Of course, we know all about you. Dabbledob. How are you, my dear friend?
Lovely. I got a drink in my hand, so I'm good.
And you will have a drink in your hand for the rest of the evening, if you'll just hear me out. Fievel Mausentrov, the mouse. And I see you brought a friend.
He's a drake.
Whoa.
I know what he is.
Oh,
And trust me, we'll have some words before the evening is over.
all right.
Yeah.
Rogar Ragnak, you need no introduction, my friend.
That's right.
Whoa.
It's very rare these days to find a man of honor in Norian.
I heard he keep babies away.
Keep looking.
I tell him, well, that is me.
Now the babies, I don't know that story, but I'd very much like to hear it.
Well,
That's something of my past that I'd like to.
Yeah. All right. Listen to the downtime, buddy.
So, gentlemen, now that you're seated, have drinks in your hand, and food is on the way. Now, trust me, a real dinner is on the way. It's just you arrived somewhat early. I believe it's time that we get to the cause of our meeting here today. I'm here at the bequest of my employer, who wants to offer you a certain job.
Keep talking.
So, the man, Mr. Crane, smiles at you. His hand kind of twirls the head of his cane around, and he says, "Now, this job is dangerous, but lucrative.
Lots of money involved?
There is
That's what lucrative means.
But I mean lots. I mean lots.
lucrative, yes, lots of money, my gnome friend. Not only is this very lucrative for you, unfortunately, it's also not optional. But I'm here nonetheless to offer it to you.
Doesn't really make sense,
Forced
but
task, am I right?
I'll take it.
What is the job?
I'll take it. I don't care.
The job and all that it entails will be explained to you once you reach Malvista. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Ah, Malvista, yes.
No.
Okay, so he looks at you almost unconvinced that you'd heard about it until earlier today.
Yeah, but I hadn't heard about it until earlier today.
He looks to all of you and says, so once you reach there, you'll meet my employer, and he will give you all the details that you need.
When do we need to be there?
As soon as possible, I'm afraid. If you could leave tomorrow morning. It's about a month of riding to Malvista from here. If you take the trade road, you could cut it down.
What if we fly?
Then considerably faster. I'm not sure how fast it is by the crow's flight. I'd imagine no more than a week and a half.
See you guys.
That's a long time.
I mean, you said it's not optional.
It is not.
What are the repercussions of opting out?
That is a very good question. For Fievel, Dabbledob, and Gregory, it will mean quite a substantial loss. Most likely your lives, I'm afraid. You see, in the past, my employer has had a few run-ins with both you, Gregory, and you, Dabbledob. The only reason why you haven't felt the repercussions of those actions that you took so long ago is because you didn't know that it was my employer you were clashing with.
This sounds very interesting. Yeah, I'm excited.
Your adventures at the Sanctum of Deriz and your adventures into the lair of Wojun are just some of the examples of moments that you've butted heads with my employer and his interests, unbeknownst to you, of course.
Good times.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Oh, barely made it out, but
For both of you, this is not optional. Fievel, for you as well, this offer is not one that you have a choice in. You see, you have something that my employer wants very much, something that is very much his, and now that you've hatched it, it will only answer to you, and so you must come as well.
Oops. Whoops. just kind of hatched, you know? It was time.
Now, it is precisely because you did not know that it was my employer you were stealing from that you are not being punished accordingly.
Punish him.
Now, Rogar and Tyson McKay, you are both free to do as you will.
Fuck that, they're in.
You are
High
not
five.
required, on pain of death, to come to Malvista, but if you choose to, this could be a very lucrative venture for the both of you.
I only do quests for good.
But this will be for good, Rogar. Don't you want to have some wealth to your name? Have a home, a family one day? Some security? And you'd be keeping very, very certain items, powerful items, out of other people's hands.
Think of all the good you can do with all that wealth.
You could donate it to a charity. Like the orphanage you grew up in.
How do you know?
But I know everything, my friends. I have little friends everywhere.
Do you know about that birthmark I have on my butt?
I do not. I don't think any woman has ever seen your butt in a sexual context, so I have no one to tell me about it.
He's right. He's right.
I'm always down for some fame and fortune. I'm in.
That's one yes?
I'll have to talk to my guild before I take off or do anything.
That is quite wise of you, Rogar. I would encourage you to do that. Fievel?
Well, you said I don't have a choice, so, I mean...
You always have a choice, Fievel. It's just there's clearly a wrong one.
Will you be joining us for the ride?
I will not, unfortunately. After this evening, I do need to ride back. I have very urgent matters to attend to on the road. But for you, there are fresh horses at the stable, already purchased in your name. If you so choose, you can head there tomorrow morning and claim them. As for provisions on the road, I will leave that to you, but take the trade road and ride hard. If you cover a substantial distance every day, you should reach there in no more than 3 weeks.
Sweet.
Okay.
You know so much about us. We know nothing about you.
I'd very much like to keep it that way.
Come on.
And my employer works very hard to ensure that his name is not known either. While you all may seek fortune and fame, in our business, being unknown is preferable.
That's so
don't say you all like I'm part of this group of bandits and misfits.
You are part of this group of bandits and misfits.
I've been roped in once again.
So, gentlemen, he says as he raises a glass, can I expect you all in Malvista in 3 weeks' time?
Malvista. I'm the first one to cheers that shit.
Okay.
I tell him I can't promise anything.
Of course not, Rogar. I completely understand. Everyone else?
Yeah, I raise my glass.
Fievel?
Did someone raise me so I could reach this group clash?
I'll raise him.
Okay.
I'll raise Fievel.
You all raise your glasses and drink. Rogar, do you raise your glass and drink or no?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Not committing to anything.
All right.
You guys are deadbeat.
So, gentlemen, you all raise your glasses and drink. Mr. Crane stands, walking with his cane over to his Victorian-style jacket. He puts it on with a flourish and then turns towards you. Please, enjoy the meal. It's on me.
You're not going to stay for the meal?
Our business is concluded, and the faster I ride, the faster I get home.
Any tips for the road?
Say hi to
Beware
wife and
of
kids.
bandits. As always, I fear. Norian has become such a distasteful place of late, hasn't it?
I love bandits. They leave such a pretty mess on my blade.
I'd imagine they do, Gregrock. But the trade road is relatively safe. So long as you don't look like a large caravan carrying wealth or gold of sorts, you should be fine. So he puts on a top hat and then turns towards the group and says, I will see you all very soon.
Can't wait.
Sounds good, Mr. Crane.
He tips his hat towards all of you, opens the door, and then closes it behind him. You are all going to gain 1,000 experience points for taking on a journey to Malvista.
Not you. You don't get it.
Yeah, he's not for sure.
Do I not
get
it?
Yeah, Rogar, you don't get it unless you choose to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's undecided.
I'm going then.
I'm going.
All right. Gentlemen, a very nice 3-course dinner comes to you guys. Roasted turkeys, lamb, mutton for sure, eggplant parm, and other delightful treats. All are brought to you by the fair barmaid at the tavern, the Jaded Giant, and you guys can eat to your heart's content.
Tell the Drake to go wild.
Okay, so the Drake does go wild, literally sitting on the table and eating lots of meat very voraciously.
Jesus.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, is there anything else that you'd like to do? If not, this is a great time for us to sign out and pick up next time.
No, good to go to bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the Dicey D20. I just want to say, whether it was morning, evening, noon, or night, we appreciate you guys as fans, and we can't wait to see you guys next time. So, what will happen? Will Rogar Ragnak join his compatriots in heading to Malvista? What is the employer's intentions, and who is he? What does he want? All this and next time on the trade road to Malvista with the Dicey D20. Peace out.
Gregory, I can't believe you didn't become my bodyguard. You dick.
Oh, come on. You really thought I was going to do that?
You know what? Dabbledob treats you like garbage. You deserve better.
Dude, above all else, Dabbledob can sculpt spells.
Yeah, suck.
No one else can attack with me and me not wear their shit at the same time. It's a perfect duo.
Who's your daddy now?
Yeah, but axe.
Thank you very much for the spirited debate at the end of the episode. Peace out and good night.